Also, prosperity brings forth self-elevation. Verses 14 to 16, we read about when your heart is lifted up. You know, adversity often depresses us, but prosperity lifts us up. We become overconfident at times. Sometimes we become so lifted up, God and His ways become secondary at best. Pharaoh, Nebuchadnezzar, Herod, these are all fearful examples. It's not a mere aversion from God, but direct resistance to God, against which God Himself places Himself in full battle array. If you read James chapter 4, verse 6, we read that God resists the proud. That word resist is a military term. He resists the proud. We can't become proud. Hosea 13:6 says, "They were filled and their heart was exalted, therefore they have forgotten me." Don't forget to thank God for His blessing. In 1983, on January 3rd, there was a football game that took place between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Oilers. At halftime, Houston led the game 35-6. And in the second half, a second-string backup quarterback for the Buffalo Bills, Frank Wright, who would become the Carolina Panthers' first quarterback, if I recall correctly, he was called into duty. And this virtually unknown backup quarterback led the Buffalo Bills to what would be the greatest comeback in the history of the NFL. He took them on a 35-3 run and an overtime win, 41-38 in that game. And all the reporters scrambled to get an interview with Frank Wright after the game. And when he given his chance, Frank Wright pulled out a piece of paper and he said, "You know, everybody wants to know what I did to be standing here." He said, "But I want to read to you the words of a song." And he read them these words: "In Christ alone will I glory, though I could pride myself with battles won. For I've been blessed beyond measure, and by His strength alone I overcome. Oh, I could stop and count the successes like diamonds in my hands, but these trophies could not equal to the grace by which I stand. In Christ alone I will glory, for only by His grace I am redeemed, and only His tender mercy could reach beyond my weakness to my need. Now I seek no greater honor than just to know Him more and to count my gains as losses to the glory of my Lord. In Christ alone I place my trust and find my glory in the power of the cross. In every victory, let it be said of me, my source of strength, my source of help, of hope, is Christ alone." That from the heart of someone with a proper perspective for God's blessing upon their life.